What I know. So yes, I'm using an HD cap. They said Specs Assisted, and I'm gonna do that's just that, honey. So I did go ahead and put my wig cap on, then I realized I needed to slick my edges back, and then I wanted to go ahead and oil my scalp as well because my scalp was really dry. You want to make sure that you are treating your hair properly. So I sprayed my holding spray all across the front part of the cap, make sure it was dry, cut some holes behind the ear so that way if it does rip, then your hairline will still be protected, because that's the whole point, period, poo. So I did go ahead and put makeup on the cap before I cut it, just because it makes it a lot easier and it comes out a little better, and it also helps you know basically where you're cutting to. So I'm not gonna lie, that holding spray is glory, okay? It is glory, because baby, that cap was sticking to me the way that I was sticking to my 2023 plans. Do you hear me? So I did go ahead and clean up my forehead a little bit, and I also added some more makeup just to make sure everything was blending. Then I did put 2 layers of glue. I thinned it out. Now when it comes down to the lace glue, use what works for you. You want some recommendations, I got you, but use what works for you. What works for me may not work for you. So after I put on those 2 layers, I did go ahead and place the wig where I wanted it and put on my melting band. As I did that, I did go ahead and take the melting band off and started cutting the lace in sections instead of all at once, just because it makes it easier to work with. And then also, don't be afraid to use your alcohol to clean up your forehead. Honestly, baby, you don't want to look a mess, okay? And yes, I look a mess right now, but just trust the process, period. So I did go ahead and start adding my makeup and my concealer to my lace just to make sure that everything was blending properly. Then I used a little bit of my spray, but I sprayed it on my hand. Do not spray it directly on the lace, and then let it dry too. When you finish, let it dry first before you put the melting band back on, so the melting band doesn't stick to your lace and you're pulling your whole wig up. Okay, so then I went ahead and put it back on while I started styling my hair. I knew that I wanted to do like a little bang with a ponytail. I had already curled the back of my hair, so this is all of my hair curled at this point. I did curl off camera because it was too much, and bam, she looked good. Y'all, the color came out good, the install came out good. Make sure y'all stay tuned for more content. Let's get it, let's go. OM Mafia.